Crystal Boy.
And look, hey, look, everyone, it's Crystal Boy. Now, you're probably
That's the
wondering,
$6 million man. Go on.
not too far away from it. Not too far away from it. Now, you're probably wondering about the name Crystal Boy, and yeah, that is a terrible name for a villain because they couldn't use the real name from Japan because he's called Crystal Bowie in Japan. So that's why. So he is just referred to as Crystal Boy in this. And in fairness, in every translation for the English, he's just referred to as Crystal Boy as opposed to the actual name, Crystal Bowie. And now we have goons.
Blue Man Group.
I was thinking more so the harpies from Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah, same difference. So now we have our first moral decision of the game. Do we give up or do we give up harder?
I wish it were a ghost. We'd be in less trouble. These are assassins from the Pirate Guild.
And yeah, the Pirate Guild are the group that we basically fight over the various adventures of Cobra. So him being basically like kind of like gun for hire, like lone wolf, whichever way you want to call it, he'll always encounter these kind of assassins all the time from the Pirate Guild. So Crystal Boy is just one of the many people that are in the Pirate Guild. There's tons of others. And of course his signature weapon is this present claw thing he has. And conveniently, he just tears away Jane's fucking armor. How convenient.
Oh, well, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan, you'll be happy to know that I probably have something that can cause another fight again on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Yay!
I thoroughly look forward to it.
Yeah. Dave won't be there, so I'll say to Dave, the never-ending story.
Never seen it.
Did you never see it? Oh, I had to. Sadly.
Hold your counsel until we get there.
Yeah.
And you will take your punishment like a man.
This time I won't have Chloe to back me up because she probably might not be there as we're doing that. So.
Oh, you're well and truly dead then in that case.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, yeah. Because I know that's a very well-loved movie, but I watched it last night and I was like, away from the fact. Do you know what? I'll leave it.
Yeah, you should leave it.
I'll message you. Voice note me later. Voice note me later.
Oh, yeah. I will.
I don't know what the story is here, but since I'm not involved, I really should get going. My mother will be worried.
All right, you can leave, but I'm warning you.
Again, Cobra is still trying to like pretend to be a wimp with this whole.
No problem.
I guess the cover is like, oh, no one will respect a guy called Joe Smith. You know,
Go home.
especially I suppose like kind of considering that like he was once just called a guy called Johnson. Like it's like, yeah, no one respects me. My name is too generic to be respected.
I don't know what the story is here, but since I'm not involved, I really should get going. My mother will be worried.
He really should have a British accent. It would fit him so much better.
Maybe he should be putting on the accent to try and like make his cover better.
Like he looks like a futuristic member of Bucks Fizz. Like I'm not even kidding.
I was thinking like, you know, he's a long lost Gallagher. You know, it's just
Nah, he's more 1986 Eurovision.
Actually, yeah, I can kind of see that. Like he's the candidate for Switzerland.
Yeah, I can see that actually. Yeah.
He just keeps switching randomly between 4 languages just to show off, and he gets like he was 4th. In fairness, you know, it was a tough run. It was a tough run race between him and Johnny Logan. You know, it could have been anybody really.
Celine Dion won the Eurovision for Switzerland.
Well, obviously Celine Dion beat this guy to the Swiss nomination.
Yeah,
I mean, like, that's you should know that, Dave. That's quite common knowledge, actually. You know.
And her Eurovision song was sung indeed in French.
Yeah, en French.
Do you know the version? Well, not the version. The the recording of My Heart Will Go On that was used in Titanic was actually the only known recording of that song until after the movie came out, because not only did she fucking hate it, so did James Cameron. Everyone hated the fucking song. And then it came out, it became instantly iconic, and she kind of liked it then. And everyone just kind of went,
everyone
"This is
likes
not
anything
bad."
that'll make
Yeah.
them money. You know, I have how many million from that one? Do you know what? I kind of like it now.
She basically banged it out.
I-
She banged it out and won and went, "I'm not doing it again. I fucking hate the song. I'm not doing it anymore."
I too like money.
Oh look, Roman Reigns stance.
Yeah. So whenever you see that stance, he's in battle mode. And there's a cycle gun.
Hey, Crystal Creek.
How very Mega Man of him.
He really fucking is, like, it's mad. But again, this predates Mega Man. That's the most intriguing part. This predates Mega Man. Or at least certainly the original works to. But he has always had this cycle gun. This has always been his gimmick. So you could argue Mega Man was inspired a bit by this pervert? Who knows?
Probably,
Who
yeah.
could say?
Probably.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone move so
Like
fast.
Blanca if he was blue and slimmer.
Yeah, Bluka.
Blue Kane is back wrestling again, by the way, if I don't even notice.
I have been worried about him, to be fair.
God bless Matt Cardona.
Yeah. So yeah, so when you're in these kind of fight scenes, basically, you always get a choice of 3 different actions. Like you don't dodge or anything like that. You either punch, kick, or cycle gun. And I can tell you right now, the correct answer is always the cycle gun. It's never not the cycle gun, unless maybe there's like one instance where like you have an enemy that reflects it. As like, oh no, now I have to use something else. Let me just try something else. Oh look, I win. There, that's great.
But no one else can use that weapon, so it has to be him. That guy is Cobra.
I found him. I
So
knew it.
she's done really well to hide in those bushes. Considering that, like, you know, literally every goon and the crystal person has been looking out for her. An enemy ready for death.
Does it bug anyone else when somebody calls the stadium the Olympic Stadium when the Olympics have never been held there?
I guess. I mean, it was
No,
always
there would-
intended
I
to be an
mean-
Olympic Stadium, no?
Yeah, it would have to be. Yeah, like I mean, it would have to be. You can't call something the Olympic Stadium and just say the Olympics.
So
wasn't-
have the Olympics been held in Turkey?
Yes.
There might have been a
Listen.
form of Olympics held in Turkey. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Summer Olympics.
Winter in Turkey, right? Okay.
There was Winter Olympics. You can do Winter Olympics anywhere. They did one in China the last time in the fucking was it the snowboarding or the skiing? And the backdrop was a fucking mountain range that was like in the middle of a sunny day. Like, you know what I mean?
But the Ataturk Olympic Stadium in Turkey in Istanbul, I just don't like. It was built in '99. Our construction started in '99. I don't remember there being Olympics in Turkey.
There's never been an Olympics in Turkey.
There you go.
Oh well, no.
But they've hosted European Games, which is obviously adjacent to the Olympics, so they would need an Olympic grade stadium for a lot of the events. So you could argue, as part of the bid, they would actually need an Olympic stadium. So there's that, I guess.
Haha. Right. They
They are
built it
bidding
in
for the
99.
Olympics, as I remember.
Yeah, and they also built it in '99 because. Let me have a look there now. What the fuck is this guy?
Oh, back to the phallic again.
Sesame.
Yeah, but now that all the goons have been dealt with, we can now press the very obvious button hiding behind a rose. Just that famously narrow stem on a rose hiding an entire square button.
Look, a stairwell.
Oh my god, here in a graveyard? Let's run horizontally down these stairs.
Okay, it's called the Ataturk Olympic Stadium, but it's actually just named after like Mustafa Kemal Ataturk.
Yeah, I know
founder
that.
of- and the first, yeah, but it doesn't give a reason why it's named Olympic. There's literally no reason why they just sort of just went Olympic. they just
What is this?
they just
Perhaps
slotted
it's
in there.
Perhaps it's actually meant to be the Olympia. Perhaps.
Free kick on the edge
No.
of the box for Madrid. They thought it was a penalty. It's not. Contact was outside the
Taken in
box.
by her name.
Nearly given a penalty. Should be a card, but
Anyway. So now we're on the
what
circle.
is it? Look at the spaceship.
Yeah.
Always beneath this grave.
It's
Star
not,
Trek lives beneath this grave.
yeah, like the hallways are straight out of the Next Generation there. They just tore, like, just copy that completely.
Hello,
Like-
lady.
And this is Armoroid Lady. She's the disciple.
It's your one out of the Avengers.
Yeah.
It was a
No,
nice night.
the Guardians of the Galaxy, you fucking uncultured swine.
I'm Jane Royal. So, you must be Cobra.
She won in the fucking Avengers.
Pleased to meet you.
You can always rely on Aaron to be wound up by incorrect.
Oh yes. Oh yes. When it comes to Marvel,
Just-
Manchester United, or anything close to them, if I
I
can,
got,
if
I
I
got,
can pull the hair out, I will do it.
I know Niall isn't going to watch this, or Neil isn't going to watch this, but my logic is sound for why Rashford was going to.
I'm not talking about Marcus Rashford.
We're not talking about it. We don't care.
I am
We
going to
don't care.
fucking talk
No,
about
no,
it.
you're
No, we
not.
don't
No.
care.
One
We
second.
don't give a fuck.
No, I am going to talk about it to
No.
myself while I mute.
Yeah, that's a sound I could get used to.
Yeah, oh man, it's great. He sounds like he's on his own. He's in the zone of
Hey,
silence.
look, an iPod docking station came onto the screen.
Yeah,
It's an iPod docking station.
like, it just revolutionized so many ideas.
tell you what.
over-
This game, way ahead of its time. We've had an iPod docking station.
Yep.
Well, I suppose the Eurovision entry is from the time anyway.
Mhm.
We've had. Look at there. It's Vision.
Yeah. What was when all the graves are all just like bunched up
Yeah.
each other? It's like
There's David Guetta's next set for Glastonbury.
And he does
You
that
know for
on
a
the
fact-
backdrop of talking about the George Floyd killings. So it adds to what is probably one of my favorite videos of the pandemic. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking hilarious because he just starts talking about George Floyd and then hits a sick beat, like exactly afterwards. It's fucking amazing.
I've listened to his songs. I've never actually listened to him. So
If you never listen to him talk, he sounds French. I mean,
well,
you
he
know,
is French, isn't he?
Yeah,
yeah, he should sound
He's
French.
he sounds almost offensively French.
Yeah,
And
I play Call of Duty. I know what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Every
Is it,
fucking
in fairness,
lobby.
like that kind of like those few years in the pandemic was like when celebrities felt like they could do the world good. It's like David Guetta is doing us a favor, paying tribute to George Floyd with a sick beat, or Gal Gadot trying to sing John Lennon to make us feel better. It's like, bitch, fuck off.
Oh, the boys did a great piss take of that too. The Imagine video in the last
Yeah, they
series.
did,
It was
to be fair.
fucking brilliant.
I need to watch that.
You've
Very
never
good.
watched the boys?
No,
Oh my god!
It's very good. It's very good. We're starting our friend.
I've watched Love Hate about 20,000 times. I've never watched the boys.
The boys and Gen V that just came out. Both great shows. Both really really good shows.
Anyway, so now we're back. Now we're on the ship. We are in space. We have saved Jane from being torn up by a crystal boy. So now
Fair
the question
question.
is, what's the plot? What do we do? Where do we go next on this adventure? Now that the cat's out the bag and we are actually Cobra, as if we couldn't fucking guess. Yeah, we just have to.
I thought Cobra was meant to have the big helmet that looked like a cobra.
Well, that's where
But-
you were wrong.
I was hoping that someone would get my G.I. Joe reference there.
I did. I do appreciate. I do appreciate, but unfortunately, he's not the he's not the villain in this piece. So he's not. You have to see his beautiful, pristine face. You know.
Best villain song ever as well. Cobra,
Mm.
Cobra. It's just great.
Obviously, the Cobra is not referring to his face, if you know what I mean, lads. Huh?
Third leg joke there. Insert
Oh,
third
yeah.
leg joke here. Yep.
Hey, on the lads. I tell you, that Cobra fella, he never gets a roll out of bed, does he? Oh. Yeah. He's no trouble finding the urinal. Oh.
Yay.
I watch two lads call Internet Today, and for years they have an on and off joke about the big dick toilet, which is just a toilet, but it's got a specific hole to put your big dick into.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. I've asked my landlady to install one, but I've been told no, it's too expensive.
I'm surprised there isn't 3 people living in the other room at this rate, Aaron. You know, shit. The way the houses are going over there.
We will definitely be showing Clash of the Castle as well if
I don't know. If I can live on
no,
one kidney, I may partake. I hear they're going for about $3,000 these days anyway.
There you go, yeah. I mean, give it like 5 minutes and the downsizing those.
No,
sales, like,
if I can be honest, like I got into the pre-sale, I got a decent number. I went in, I was like, oh my god, I actually have a chance here. I was like, I'll spend 150 max, maybe 170 at push on like 2 tickets for SmackDown and Clash. I thought, okay, even in the nosebleeds, I won't mind that. 390 quid is the nosebleed ticket for both SmackDown and Clash. So
and you wonder why they did it in such a
200
small
quid a
stadium,
ticket.
Dave. That's why it was in a small stadium to ramp up the prices. If they did that in the bigger crowds.
Oh, nudie, Aaron, you're missing the nudie.
Oh look, it's a woman,
nudie,
and we're encroaching on her personal space. Oh.
If you turn her upside down, her clothes will go back on.
Again, just go based off the initial, just based off the initial exchange where we just met her the first time, where we're checking her out. I feel like Cobra is just completely distracted by the gun on the chair. Like, hey, buddy, how's it going?
I'm just trying to see how many times you clicked on look here.
Yeah. Again,
this is why it's 8 hours again, because Jonathan just kept hitting look.
Spent 20 minutes hitting look to see if we get any closer.
See, to save time, I know we need to proceed the game doing by having to talk to her. But again, it wants you to explore the ship first. You have to click fucking everything in the ship.
Well, we've gotten to the MRI machine, it looks like.
Yep, this is the sick bay, which is great. There's not much in the turtle now, I'll be honest. There's only 6 rooms, 7 actually if you count the bridge. This is
our piano. The fucking grand piano.
Yeah. Are we sure it's not the fucking Avengers game that was like fucking 2 big rooms, 1 small room, and a hallway?
This is where they ripped off Next Generation from 100%.
Yeah, because famously, Data was just the giant piano everyone played on. Yeah. You tell the keys look exactly the same.
Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not Geordie's eyes? That's not, you know? I know my Star Trek by having like 2 characters off the top of my head and fucking Colin Meaney. That's
you don't know LeVar Burton, no?
The most important man in space is Chief O'Brien. That poor fucker goes through the ringer.
Have you ever seen the meme page on Facebook that started like 6 years ago?
Yeah, running on Star Trek is very funny. It's very good. Yeah. It is literally just meant for those people who can't compute that fucking Colin
Meaney is like
Colin Meaney's in Star Trek, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I was only actually talking about this last night with Jerry, is that there's also the other side of this coin where as an Irish Star Trek fan, it's you eventually get used to it. That the fact that this is Chief O'Brien, there's also the guy who wants to cut Georgie Burge's balls off. Is the same person, right? Whereas if you're American and your point of reference is Chief O'Brien, then you find out he's actually been in some Irish movies. And then you watch them and go, holy fuck, what's going on here?
I mean, you only have to look at intermission to really know who the real Colin Meaney is. I'm pretty sure he's playing himself in that film.
I watched that with Chloe. She didn't like it.
Because she's from Cork. Don't get it.
Do you know what I did watch? And she can't understand why I liked it. One of Cillian Murphy's first ever movie, Disco Pigs, which is entirely set in Cork. Now, that's not why I liked it. it's legitimately a very funny movie because he also played the same character. It's not a funny movie, sorry, crazy movie. Sorry, he also played the same character on stage, so they made it
Oh,
into a movie as well. But I'm telling you, if you're not from Ireland, no, mind Cork, if you're not from Ireland and don't have a grasp of what the Cork accent is, the accent in it is insane, even for me. And that is set primarily on the north side of Cork City. And even I was just like, Jesus Christ. This
Mark
is the
have a
man
good
who just
accent.
won an Oscar. Like,
What was that film he played a transvestite in, or a transgender person?
I know the one with me and Chloe, but I don't know what to assume.
Oh, we're back
Oh,
in the show.
oh, here we are now.
Here we go. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the fucking flag, but nope. Still have to click other things in the ship.
Here
for
come
fuck's sake.
here come the nips out and ready to go.
I'm just trying to challenge the the YouTube censor to see if it stops me. It's like, oh.
It's a
Well,
mini
to
game.
be fair, I'm actually making it harder work for myself here because I'm the one that's gonna have to blur it out. It's
Yeah.
only you lads that get to appreciate the pixelated Norks in its purest form. Which is it's
Aaron, did
to
you
be
get
fair.
into mission in Cork, or did you have to wait till you moved to Dublin?
It's got a Cork man in it. Of course, I fucking seen it.
Yeah, but he's
I was
not
going to say
playing
the
at
R
Cork
word.
now.
Colin Meany's not from Cork.
Colin Farrell's from
Right.
Castleknock.
Yeah, he's from Castleknock. Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I know it has Mona Myrtle from Harry Potter in it, but that's beside the point. She's an
Yeah,
import.
she's not from Cork either. So, like, what are you talking about?
Killian Murphy, cunts. Cork's very own and Ireland's very first ever best male actor winning the Oscars. Fuck you. And we're going to win the Eurovision at the weekend.
I remember being the dub. I remember him being a dub in intermission. I don't know what you're talking about. Cork straight. He's a dub. Clear as day. Right, are we going back into the shower, lads? What's happening? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I knew
Literally,
I knew it
that's like-
directly from the music. I knew it from the music.
Like, yeah, this is the most frustrating part. It's like, can I just proceed in the fucking game? Can I just fucking move on?
It's that scene from Father Ted, Aaron. You know, does it have any news? And I might wander in.
I might wander in, so. No, do you know what it's more like? It's more like that scene. It's more like that scene where Ted's gonna drive away from your woman with the book. I was like, oh hi again. Good luck with the book. It's like this is the same. It's like good luck with the tits. Yeah.
You have moved in 3 hours. You all right, Flo?
Oh god.
You must be pruning up by now, look. Let yourself out of the shower.
Yeah, that's why we keep checking in her because she keeps using up all of our fucking water. It's like, Jesus lads, how do you get on with it? Like,
it's like
that
Futurama where
fucking
Fry
computer
keeps
noise.
using the shower and the disinfected shower.
in fairness,
Did
like if
you
that's
watch-
the case, that's a very musky starship, isn't it? Like I know,
It is.
like I know Armored Lady probably just needs like a bit of WD-40 and she's fine, but Cobra, that jumpsuit is tight on him. Like that guy needs some ventilation at the very least.
Look, I will always look at this and think, well, we currently live in a world where bionic arms are a reality,
Yeah, that's true.
where people move it with their mind, where it's into the it's like you keep forgetting that. It's like this isn't too far. Oh, there we are again. Hello, look.
There we go. Now the block in advance.
Now they're coming out. Look, Aaron, close up.
What a surprise to find you're still alive.
What's her
Yes,
name?
you get to see tits, but you also have to survive an athletic fit beforehand.
Worth it. That's mad. I know this watch along is gonna come across like we're a trio of absolute dorkboards, but they're right there.
I don't think she's very friendly.
I'm just gonna turn off my camera for a second. Just 2 seconds.
That's all right, Aaron. Just put a towel on your grand.
Get the moisture.
Oh, yeah, you're grand now, yeah.
He's still got the holster. Look,
Yeah.
doorboard. He's
But
a
she apparently showered with it, like.
It's an accident.
He's a doorboard. Look at that.
Never tell when I need a little protection.
Again, also like considering that, like, you know, where the whole vantage point is, like Cobra is only looking at one thing, and that is the gun. He's not looking at anything else. It's like, okay, do you fancy her or not? Like, decide here. And he also has like some really weird like turns of phrase. It's like terror for a body that nice to be chased by dogs. It was like fucking sleazy bastard. Like,
Oh yeah.
now. But hey, good news, guys. Here comes the plot. We found it. It only took me to click on everything in the engine room to advance the plot. 'Cause that's how
50
visual
minutes.
novels work.
It took 50 minutes to get to the fucking plot. Jesus Christ.
We're now in the plot. We now got the plot, guys. We're here now. We made it together as a team. Now, so again, this story that they're telling here is actually from the original manga. So this is a retelling of the original plot. And there we go.
My two sisters and I each have a portion of this treasure map tattooed on our backs. One section means nothing without the other two.
She sounds like AI.
She does. That's the thing. Like the line delivery is very dull throughout the entire time.